So good. All right, so we're just about to pull the car out to do a fun little shoot. For once, we're in Atlanta and we're not working on the car, and we're working on the car. So while Mike's plugging that tire, taking a nail or screw out, check this out. It's gonna be hot as F today. We did a little mod here. Oh, let me fix the exposure. Ghetto air conditioning. Huh? So hopefully this funnels air into the car and we won't be frying in the Georgia heat. Not too bad. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be too bad yet. So anyway.
Were you supposed to cut this? I don't remember. You don't stick the whole thing.
I've never plugged the tire.
There we go. Plug. See you being that dude.
Oh yeah, you're totally that dude. Nice and 45.
What does that do? Oh, still.
There you go.
President, does this get me out of here? I think it does get me out of here. How do I get out of here, Josh?
Oh, that way.
Okay. There we go. But we did show up on college day.
So we're trying to find downtown Dahlonega, but we showed up in the University of North Georgia on college move-in day. What the f***? Why?
We're so close to lunch. We're only 1 mile away and it had to start doing it.
So we're currently on the side of the road, low fuel pressure issues.
Should have just stopped there. We're gonna walk to lunch.
You can see the heat coming off the hood.
I think it's just too hot.
It's just too hot. It's a finely tuned race engine. Remember you relocated the lines?
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought that seemed to work because I thought they were too close to the exhaust, so they're getting hot. But I mean, it's 90 degrees out. Maybe it's too hot. You think if I pulled the rear or the underneath like heat shield, would that get more
Airflow in?
Because I know you put it there to direct more air through the radiator. But if you pulled it off, would it direct more airflow?
I don't know. I didn't think there needed to be a certain amount of airflow around the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's odd because we came off the highway and you could smell fuel, so we stopped to cool it down, and then all of a sudden when we fired her back up, we got the low fuel pressure starvation situation. So, but you know, luckily it's only the hottest day in Georgia.
Is that like a turn? I didn't even think about the fuel smelling.
That looks good. Alright YouTube, so let's hear it. If you got any ideas of what it could be, I mean, this is something that Mike's been dealing with for quite a while now. So what happens is he drives it for at least an hour, and usually it's a hot day, and he'll have a fuel starve issue where basically he'll drop fuel pressure and he has to pull over and let it cool down before he can start again. And for a while what we thought was the fuel lines were too close to the exhaust headers, so we thought the fuel was getting boiled out. So he relocated them, and for a while we thought that fixed it. And then we're out driving today, and no, it didn't, because we're out here waiting for the car to cool down. Another thing, we thought it was because it was an unvented tank, so he drilled holes in the cap to vent the tank. We thought there was an excessive suction situation in the tank, and that doesn't seem to be the case. But the constants seem to be hot days after extended periods of driving on the highway. So we went from Atlanta to Dahlonega, and we smelt a little bit of fuel vapor once we got off the highway. Shut her off, started her again, and then we had the issues. So lesson learned, we probably shouldn't have shut her off, but we're just trying to get to lunch. We're like 4 miles away from lunch, so.
Yep.
Did I miss anything?
Nope, that's it. Let us know.
Let us know. We just wanted to do a nice montage of a finished car since you guys have been asking for it. You know, it'd be the first episode where we're not doing any work on it, and we started off today by he started off today by plugging a tire, and now,
oh yeah,
you know, it was an omen. We should have just stayed and watched YouTube videos in Atlanta.
It's not cool.
Yeah. All right.
Get in.
Fuel pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that weird? So now we're driving, it's nice and cool, we're gonna get to lunch, and then, you know, no drama.
Let it cool down.
Yeah.
It's only meant to be driven an hour at a time, I guess.
Perfect for track sessions.
That's one choice.
One choice.
Got plenty of parking, and we can see all the stuff in the back.
Alright. We got the roots, the yard, and downtown Dahlonega. Real cool. Do I have any viewers from Dahlonega? Huh?
Probably not.
Probably not. Alright, so we're back from lunch, and Mike came up with a pretty ingenious idea. I don't know if it's ingenious or not, but we're just gonna leave the hood popped like that. We've seen all the other drift kids,
40SX kids,
all the other JDM car culture kids do it. Here we go, look, we're already at 50. Look at that. Didn't even start.
Or
Up. Up.
Dang, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh, we're still at 170.
170. Looks like we're at 2 o'clock. This is the quietest ever run at 14. What's going on?
That's perfect air fuel.
Weird.
No oil pressure though. Good volts.
Good volts, low to no pressure. All right. Sounds like an engine. You're not doing it any favors. Just
how close am I to that road? Can I like?
We've got 2 feet. Well, it happened again. I got caught behind some pretty good. No. We got caught behind some slow-moving traffic. She got hot, and she's run into a low fuel pressure situation. So we're in the side of the road, somewhere outside of Dahlonega, waiting for her to cool down. And so here we will wait.
Roll and turn. And then you push me and we're gonna roll into that cave.
All right, you're clear that way, you're clear this way, so we're gonna push in that direction.
Yeah, you hear anything?
No, you're good, just go. Pushing.
Should I do a 180 or no?
No, just go, backwards, go, 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 go. There's a car behind me. All right, right there, perfect. We meant to do this.
I mean, what do you do? Like change the fuel pump just for
Yeah?
shits and giggles?
Yeah.
We're gonna get some footage of the car.
We're getting it. I
I can't even touch the fenders right now.
I think the engine car just gets too hot.
That's pretty hot, right?
Okay, fuel pump is not hot. Fuel pump does make some funny noises. Was smelling the fuel vapor smell again.
It doesn't look like I'm leaking. I was just making sure I'm not like, you know, maybe a hose clamp was loose and I thought we were like sucking in air.
The new symptoms, or the symptoms we haven't noted yet, are fuel pump's making an odd noise. We are verifying that the fuel pump isn't producing enough fuel pressure. And if you come over to the engine, here, let's come over here. Now I know this doesn't really say much, but fuel rails are crazy hot to the touch. Fuel filter, crazy hot to the touch. I don't know if that's enough to say that the fuel is still boiling, but if you run the fuel pump, it makes a horrible noise. Makes me think maybe the fuel pump's going bad. I was under the impression that fuel pumps don't go bad, they either work or they don't, but the fact it's making bad noises and we got no fuel pressure makes me think, okay, well, I think we need to address the fuel pump. So that's what's going on with that, and you know, hopefully once it cools down, the car will start and we'll probably make it back to Atlanta, yeah.
Google says classic symptoms of a failing fuel pump. They will usually die intermittently on long trips, highways, or working hard. Maybe that's it.
Well, according to Google.
This article is from the Portland Press.
I think the Portland Press knows more about...
It says intermediate highway failure points.
That's what we've been dealing with. You've been dealing with.
Yeah, it's the fuel pump.
All right, so either way, so I guess Mike, when I leave tomorrow, he's gonna do a fuel pump. We intended to give you some awesome montage footage, so...
Montage! God.
All right, got the GoPro on the hood for you so you can get some cool shots of out there. We got fuel pressure, got sweaty face.
We got a car coming.
Got a car coming. Let's get back to Atlanta. Woo! Heartbreaking. There you go. GoPro swapping. We're gonna get you something, YouTube. All right, currently en route to Atlanta, sitting in traffic. Fuel pressure gauge has a slight wag to it, making us a little nervous. And it currently, temperature-wise, feels like we're sitting at hell's back door.
Yes. Hot as can be.
How far are we to Atlanta?
60 miles.
60 miles, that's, you know, an hour.
11 minutes. Oh,
There
no.
you go, there it is.
Alright.
We gotta get somewhere. At least to the top of the hill, baby.
Right
Somewhere in
here.
the shade.
Oh, let's pull off.
Yeah, we gotta pull off. Come on, baby. And thanks to some traffic, it happened again. All right, so we're back on the road. We probably, so I think this is how the trip's gonna go back to Atlanta. We're gonna cool it down, hit the road fast, cannonball it as hard as we can. And if it happens, we gotta cool it down for how long do we have to cool it down?
10 minutes.
10 minutes at a time. Wait for it to cool, hit the road again, cool down 10 minutes, hit the road again. And before you know it, we'll be back in the nice cool garage drinking sweet teas. Or non-sweet teas.
Yeah.
But I'm on fuel pressure watch so far. It's not, it looks like we're nice and steady and even. So hopefully that was the last time. It's starting to cool down, so I don't think it, I don't know. All right, so it's happened for the 4th time. So what's the new thing that I do it now, Mike? Or what have you noticed?
When we slow down for a light,
Yeah.
it loses pressure.
So long drives.
If we're cruising, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Cruising fine, but after a long drive and then you basically come out of the throttle, we're losing pressure. So we'll give it the 10-minute break maybe, or listen to it. Let's see if we feel pressure. Pressure. Start it. No pressure. No pressure. Still no pressure.
Okay.
All right, so we'll sit here for 10 minutes and then hit the road again.
Wait. I just want to go home. For speeding? Nope.
Y'all think we were pulled over for speeding? Nope. Pulled over for going too slow on the side of the road.
Alright, we got a green light. Because this looks like it's lights for a while.
How long? 10 minutes of driving this time? Longer?
Probably less.
All right, so we'll give it a 10-minute break and then we'll hit it again. Inching back to Atlanta, 10 minutes at a time. All right, so we made it from just over there to 250 feet to right here in the middle of this busy intersection. So this is now 6 times the car is broken. We're hopefully trying to make it all the way to that shopping center over there. We're gonna wait till maybe it cools down and traffic dies down and we can kind of, we can go to the outlet stores, so. All right, here's a little clue. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we just noticed some fuel residue coming off the side of the car here. That might be what that smell we were smelling was from earlier. So like I said earlier, we were smelling, we get off the highway, we'd smell some fuel vapor. So perhaps there's a back pressure situation causing the fuel to overflow out of Mike's man-made vent situation and flow out. So I don't know if that's what's taxing the fuel situation or what. I don't know. Hit it. Fuel pressure.
Oh no!
Oh, we got pressure.
Yeah, but we gotta wait till those guys roll.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go pre-seat belt it. Kind of adds to the.
Nope, I'm over adding anything. I don't want it to have a personality.
Buy a Hyundai.
I'm about to.
I don't
You
blame.
think they trade this in for a Hyundai?
Packer keeps saying
Stinger?
the
The
Veloster is supposed to be a.
Right. Fuel pressure.
Fuel pressure. Check.
Check. Nope.
No fuel pressure. Full send. Oh. 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 suck the fuel out. Oh, we're kind of running.
No, don't tell me there's dead ends. See, now it's running. Whatever, we're getting something.
Yeah. All right, so we're just, we took refuge inside of a Kroger, waiting for the car to cool down and waiting for the day to cool down, and we're gonna probably give it a couple more minutes before we go back out and give it another shot. About 48 miles, you said, to Atlanta, Mike?
Yeah.
48 miles to Atlanta, so. Can't see under my mask, but I'm smiling. Come on.
Fire it up and it's like nothing ever happened. Just gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna fire it up and it's gonna act like nothing ever happened. It's not gonna fire up.
Let's listen.
Alright.
Let's go home.
Let's go home. We're gonna preemptively get over to the shoulder lane, checking the fuel pressure. We're not wagging.
Oh, it's wagging.
Is it?
Solid red. And we got 2 miles to go.
Solid red, but we have solid 50 PSI, 55 PSI. Huh? Huh?
I would say so, right?
But so the thing we've realized, guys, is that, you know, it's like, I think easily 15 degrees cooler than it was earlier, and knock on wood, we're really not having any fuel pressure issues right now.
Good shot.
So how far are we to home?
A mile?
That's not bad. It's at least not sunny, and we're a mile to where we need to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, look at that, Mike. We made it home.
You know how we could fix this?
Buy a new car.
Trade it in for a 93 Honda Accord. 5-speed, 4-door.
They don't break.
VTEC swapped.
No, we don't swap anything. Every time we swap something, it just doesn't work. All right, so today wasn't exactly what we planned. What I had planned was I was gonna come to Atlanta 1 year after we'd worked on the car, and it was gonna be completely done. It was gonna be perfectly smooth, and we were gonna get some nice crispy B-roll. It was gonna be nice and perfect. You guys have been wanting like in-action scenes. All we've done this whole time was just working on it, and I thought we ironed everything out, and because our luck or my luck or whatever, it had some issues as you just saw. So this is supposed to be a recap video, up to date how the car's been in a year, and to address a bunch of questions, reoccurring questions we get in the comments all the time, and what better person to answer them than the actual owner of the car. So I figured we'd go through it. And real quick, what the car is, it's a 78 280Z. We swapped an LSX into it over the period of a couple of years. If you haven't seen the previous videos, I'll put the links below. But we did engine swap into it, we did a wiring video, and then we did a number of other mods and other things to the vehicle to bring it to its current state. So one of the most reoccurring questions we get is, what is the total cost of the build, approximately?
Of just the engine swap?
Total project, I mean from restoration.
I don't pay attention.
Okay.
I have no idea.
How about engine swap?
Engine swap?
Yeah.
Probably 10,000.
10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Who makes the rear axles? A lot of questions about the axles. Apparently the factory ones break.
Yeah, so these are Z-Car Garage CV axles. They're really nice, and a bunch of V8 guys and track guys are running them. They're out of California. Look them up. Z-Car Garage, really nice guys. Don't remember how much they were, but you can look them up.
What headers did you guys use, short or long tube?
Long tube headers with Hawks 3rd gen.
Okay.
For whatever reason, they sell a bunch of 3rd gen Camaro, but they also sell Datsun 280z LSX long tube headers.
Who makes, I don't know if you know the answer to this, because we used Hoke Performance for the motor mounts, but do you know who makes mounts other than Hoke? Reason that question gets asked a lot, it looks like they're not making them anymore.
I would say that the big hot item now is Apex Engineering. They make bolt-in systems for LSXs and Datsuns.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I took a quick look at Hoke Performance. Everything says sold out, but they still have a number, so it looks like they're open to bulk buys, and maybe if you call them and kick them a few extra bucks for, you know, one-off production runs, they may be into it, but I guess Apex
Engineering.
And what oil pan did you use, I guess, to clear this up?
F-body oil pan.
There you have it.
Think about that.
Okay. Anything else about the car since the last, because it's been a year since we did taking it out of storage part 3 project complete.
When it runs well, it runs very well. When it doesn't run, it doesn't run.
Yeah, so YouTube, if you have any ideas of what that could be, so everything we figured out today was it's after long runs, it's when it's extremely hot, and what happens is we lose fuel pressure, and if we let it cool down about 10 minutes, we can get it to run again. Something we noticed, we're losing or puking gas out the cap, and it died about a mile of the house, but when we unplugged the evap charcoal canister, it seemed to remedy the situation much quicker, but it was also 15 degrees cooler than it was earlier today. So there's too many variables going on. I think Mike's going to continue to mess around with it and hopefully fix it in the long run. But overall, it's been a great project. You guys seem to be pretty interested in it. It's on the channel, so if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I do appreciate you guys watching and all that. So with that, thanks for watching. See you next time.